Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 1, Episode 9. Like I told you, I'm catching up really on this anime, and normally I calculated everything. Normally I'm gonna be right on time, at least for Patreon, for the episode 11 or 12. From the episode 11 or 12, I'm gonna be right on time, and it's gonna be one reaction video each week, because in fact it's gonna be the reaction video of each new episode each week. For YouTube, I think that it's gonna take normally 2 more weeks, because you know it, on Patreon we have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance. So normally it's gonna be like that. And also, for those of you who don't know it, on Patreon, not only you have these 4 episodes of advance, but you have also the 4 reaction part. It's with the level 3, you have my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode and in full opacity. That being said, I'm glad to be there for a new episode of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I'm glad also, like, my sciatic nerve is beginning to get better. So normally I'm not gonna move that much during the episode. I'm saying that, and maybe in 5 minutes I'm gonna do it. Normally it's getting better, so like really with these reaction videos you're gonna see it improving little by little. Glad to be there for a new episode of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Normally we know what this episode is gonna be about, because for once we had an hidden scene at the end of the previous episode with the fact that we have Koichi's mom who is gonna be there, and Koichi was really like, okay, I'm doing good at my studies, I'm doing good at my work, I have a girlfriend. He said that, and Papa Steppe, I think that she understood that he was talking about her, and clearly he was not. I think that in his mind he was not really thinking about anyone, he was just thinking about inventing a lie for his mom. But clearly I think that right there he's gonna use more Makoto than Papa Steppe. That can be an issue. Clearly we have a love triangle situation into this anime. It's just the beginning, but we already have it. I did not take a side, with this love triangle, because of the fact that I really consider Papa Steppe as a young teenager. Again, remember that she's wearing that uniform, saying that she's still going at school. Like, I'm not sure how old she's supposed to be, but Koichi is 19 years old, something like that, and her, I think that she's something more like 14 or 15 years old, and I'm not okay with guys, dating underaged girls, when it's under 18 years old. I'm really not okay with that, and she's still really a teenager also, with her attitude, her way to be, and she has also that admiration for him because he saved her when she was a kid. Clearly, no. Like, she admires him, but I'm not sure that she's truly in love with him. I think that, when you're young, when you're a teenager, you don't know really what your feelings are about, and I think that she's into that phase. She has a crush more than she's in love. And yes, that I don't approve it. But the relationship between him and Makoto, I'm not feeling it neither. Clearly, he has a crush on her, but her, she doesn't seem interested at all. She's there to investigate on the Vigilantes. She's suspecting him of being one, and like, she's not sending any vibe, for a potential love relationship, anything. So into that love triangle, I didn't take any side, and I don't think that at some point I will, unless at some point we have a big time jump which would maybe resolve the situation, Papa Steppe, Koichi, maybe, but right there I don't feel like it. Coming back to the current situation, normally during this episode we're gonna have Koichi's mom, that love triangle situation. I prepared myself mentally, to have a cute, funny episode, a cute, funny, light episode. Like, you know, it's gonna be really light contents. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be also something interesting to discover more about Koichi through his mom. I told you at several occasions that I wanted to know more about his background and the fact that he is right there all by himself at that young age. Clearly there is an explanation behind it. He began to talk about it during that hidden scene, about the fact that they let him go for his studies but they were not really glad about it, so I want to know more about that. And no matter what, yes, I know that it is gonna be a light episode. The last 3 episodes were there to introduce new characters, Soga, Makoto and Captain Celebrity, that I clearly disliked a lot. And this one is gonna be about Koichi's mom, to introduce her maybe. I think more to know more about Koichi through her. But yes, that's gonna be fun, that's gonna be cool. Like I told you, I think at multiple occasions, these episodes of My Hero Academia Vigilantes, they are really my break, you know, during my schedule right now. We finished The Last of Us, so it's already feeling better. Severance, we're close to the end. And Rick and Morty is back, so that it's also a recreation time. But My Hero Academia Vigilantes, it's really like my sweet little break during my schedule right now, so that's pretty cool. Let's go, guys, for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you have these reaction videos with 4 episodes of advance, at least, you know, until I caught up, at least until, you know, I'm gonna catch up really on this anime. You have also the 4 reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode and in full opacity. It's the best way to support me if you want and if you can. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you have the intro and review part right there on that video. For the reaction part, it's into the description, through a link into the description. Please stay with me a little for the intro and review. First, because I can say interesting things, you never know. And second, because it's a way to reward my work, to encourage me to continue to react to this anime, all of that. Let's go, guys, for this episode. See, I already moved. Really, my sciatic nerve. Oh, it's never gonna not bother me. I have that impression. Let's go, guys. We knew that this episode would be about Koichi's mom, thanks to the hidden scene of the previous episode. We knew about it. We knew that she would be not that nice with him, and I don't appreciate that, you know, for a mom to underestimate that much his son and to really diminish all of what he does, because okay, he left you for his studies and maybe you would prefer for him to be back home with you, but the fact that at his young age he managed to do all of that, to have his studies, to find a work, to have a social life, you know, to have these friends, and the fact that he wants to help people, like she doesn't know about the Vigilantes, but she knows about this association of helpers like that knuckleduster is organizing. You could be proud of him, of all of that, all of what he accomplished, but no, you prefer to diminish him and to slap him that much. I'm not really about physical education, if I can say it like that, about slapping your kids. So no, I don't appreciate it. Even if at the end she's explaining it a little by the fact that as a baby he was flying and she went, you know, scared about that, about what he could do and the risk that it was for him, and that's why she began to slap him so it would stop that. But first, because of that, now he doesn't remember how to fly and the fact that he could do it. Second, that's not a good way to educate your kids. I really don't think so. And no, just it's not okay. Move. The love triangle, we were prepared for it. It happened. Makoto, she played the game, you know, to be your girlfriend. I'm surprised by that, but why not? And she's clearly the perfect girlfriend to present to your mom. Papa Stepper, who presented herself, you know, changing her costume, all of that, to look great. That was really nice, and she was trying to be nice in front of everyone. The fact that you couldn't compliment her, that you said that she dressed in an hurry, how can you think that it's a compliment? You don't know anything about women, like really? It made me sad for Papa Stepper. I said it during the intro, with that love triangle, I'm not taking any side because I think that Makoto doesn't care at all about Koichi, and because Papa Stepper, for me, is too young for Koichi. She's still a teenager, not only because she's wearing, you know, that school uniform, but also with her attitude, her way to be and all. She's clearly too young for him. I'm not okay with a 19 years old guy dating, you know, someone under his age, under 18. I'm really not okay with that. And even more because her attitude shows that she's still a teenager, a real teenager, and for me she has a crush on him because he saved her when she was really a little kid, all of that. Knuckleduster intervening, that was cool. All of the thing about visiting the city with Makoto, okay. That thing with the cat, I don't understand. Cat, they have quills? I don't get it. Or the drug can be used on people also, people and animals who doesn't have quirks? Do you understand what I mean? The fact that right there, this cat transformed, you know, like that with the trigger drug to become the boss. It's like the cat has a quirk, or the cat was in fact a human being at the beginning. If not, it means that this drug can do that on animals and on people, animals, without any quirk. That's new. Koichi, who helped in Genyama, that's cool, that's a response to the fact that he knows who you are, he knows what you do, all of that. But right there, the fact that Makoto, she saw the crawler coming to help her, and in fact, when he intervened, it was without the mask and she recognized Koichi. It means that right now Makoto knows about the fact that Koichi is the crawler is Koichi. And remember, she's writing an article about the 3 vigilantes. Like, it's not gonna take her a long time, she's a clever girl, to guess that you know, the girl with pink hair and the big guy with big muscles, they are Papa Stepper and Knuckleduster, and that's why these 3, they are hanging out. She's writing an article right now about them. Is she gonna renounce to it? I'm not sure, and I'm scared, you know, of what she can do with that information. And remember also that she's the sister of a particular cop who is investigating on the Vigilantes, who is against them. Vigilantes, I'm sorry. Why am I pronouncing it the Spanish way each time? I don't know. So yes, I'm a little afraid of her knowing that information. Her mom also guessed what was happening. Like, I don't think that she heard about the crawler, but she saw her son taking that costume to act like an hero, to help an hero. That's pretty cool. And the fact that he can fly, right there, I did it during a panicking moment, and you know, it was urgent, it was necessary, it was a question of life and death, so he didn't ask any question, he just did it. And clearly when he's trying to train to do it again, he can't. I think that, yes, he can progress a lot, like also Papa Stepper, in my opinion, with his quirk, like in fact our guys into My Hero Academia, the original anime. They progressed a lot, taking all of these lessons, you know, and trainings at their school, and these 2, they can't have that opportunity because they can't go to that school. That's bad, but I think that still they're gonna improve with their quirks, and I cannot wait to see it. And right there we have the proof that for him, for Koichi, it's gonna be about flying at some point he's gonna be able to fly. So cool. So yes, that was a good episode, that was a funny episode, loved it, spent a good time watching it. Tell me what do you think about it, tell me what do you think about Makoto and what she's gonna do with this information. I'm afraid of it. Normally when you're watching this video, on YouTube for sure and on Patreon as well, you already know what she's gonna do, but what did you think at that moment, after this episode, that she would do? We'll see about it, and I'm gonna see that next week. It's all for you and for me for this video, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.